Well, hi guys, this is the first of my videos. It's preparation really for training to do the Ridgeway walk, which is starting on the 4th of March. I've just come across the river, the Blackwater, up towards Danbury, which is the hilly bit of this area in Essex. And as you can see, there's a forested area behind me. I'm just going there now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some photos, keep them, go through the books at home, do some decent recce to see what we got around here, and we'll mark them on a computer survey once we're done. So yeah, hold tight and we'll be over there in a minute. We're just about on the edge of the wood now. The sun's just come up, so it's probably blinding you a little bit, but the sun is going down quite quickly. But about 5 minutes ago I got to see the glimpse of the woods, and from here I can make out, you might be able to as well, ash keys, the seed from ash, some shapes of oak, and because there's a lake down here, I can already tell there's a lot of alder and maybe some willow down there. So we'll go there and we'll check out what's in the inside, on the floor and everything else. But it looks like nice wood for now. Well, what I found is this tree here, elm, I believe, rock solid. I found it quite difficult to judge it from the ash trees. There's an ash tree there, until you get a bit closer up. Otherwise, it looks fairly similar from a distance. But what gave it away for me was the dead wood at the top. So elm just sheds its branches whenever, so they're all scattered around here. It's a bit wet, but I mean, you'd find a good amount of firewood here, which is quite nice actually. So you don't have to do that much collecting. But then again, worries with staying under it. So I'd probably make my camp a bit further down there, surrounded by the ash trees now. And yep, oak's a bit further up there. So all in all, oak, ash and beech everywhere here, and stream running down the middle. What is it? It's the 16th of February today, so give it 2 weeks and you can see all the snowdrops and probably bluebells coming up here in about 2 weeks, and it'll be a much nicer time to set up camp. I did bring coffee and tea with me, just to have it over an open fire, but as you can see the sun's going down pretty fast now, and I'm a good 3-4 miles home from shelter, so not tonight, I'm not sleeping out tonight, but it would be a nice area, yeah. So today I've just done maybe 5 miles walking. So in the actual, when it comes to March, I'm looking to do about 18 miles a day. That's approximately what I managed to do last time. Full kit, obviously, wild camping. So I'm just going to go through a bit of my kit now whilst I'm walking home to make things a bit easier. I don't mind carrying a big burden or a big, rucksack with weight in it. I've always done that, just because I like to have stuff at hand if I need it. So I like taking my camera. I like taking my tripod, so I can take pictures. And then, but really, I mean, it's not the heaviest kit around. 2-man tent, sleeping bag, one of them sleep buddies, what are they called? Sleeping mats that inflate, self-inflating sleeping mat. Food. This is where I can cut down quite a bit on for this time, because I took twice as much with me away last time, and I was feeding off it for months afterwards actually. So I've got a bag's worth of feed, and I'm just going to make do after that, because I do find that if you're not using those army rations every day and you're cooking out of stock like rice, you know, flour, and and you know, other sort of ingredients that you find in a kitchen box, it is more difficult to know exactly how much you're going to take. But it's all have that in mind, that it's always nice to have like an army ration set as well, just because one day you might get a bit late, you might be a bit fed up from the walk, you know, you haven't got all the time in the world, or even perhaps you're injured or something and you need food. One army ration 24-hour box is always pretty suitable for these sorts of things. Of course you can carry 2 if you want, but after that it's you who's carrying it, so I don't mind taking a full ration box. You know, it comes with a Yorkie and you know, chocolate bars and crisps and all sorts of stuff that's full of calories and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, and then I saw someone else's video on YouTube who were doing another walk as well, and they only took Lion bars for lunch, 1 each day. So I haven't actually. I'm guessing she did it, but I'm going to need a bit more than that. Definitely, I've seen other people talk about this before. In the winter, you need a big feed. Even if you're in the warmest tent in the world, like, you lose a lot of energy at night. So you need to have big foods. It always comes like, if you go on a camping trip or, you know, an expedition, that I've found there's always been big meals and it's gone well. So rice, flour, I think I've got bean curd, stuff like that, protein, soya-based products. It's all going to taste good. I mean, put a bit of salt and pepper in, nothing's going to taste that bland. So I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the food on like these sorts of things, and it's worth, you know, half an hour cooking it up, just having a chit chat, taking some of the views while it's cooking. You know, it's just a nice thing to do. So yeah, that's about it really from food wise. Hopefully I won't, if I have any left, I don't know, maybe find a lake and feed it to the ducks or something, but yeah, that's enough on the food. Water, there's taps every now and then on the Ridgeway, and of course I think there's a lot of streams as well. I haven't accurately planned it out on the map yet. I'm going to do that in the next 2 days, but if there's streams, I'll trust the stream. It looks clear, but obviously anything else other than that, I'm going to put water purification in, just some of the like relatively cheap tablets. About, I don't know, they work out pretty cheap per litre, but about £6 for the packet. So yeah, that's water. And what else? What other stuff do you carry with me? I can't think. I'll take a photo of my kit and post it up. It has changed a bit. Yeah, instead of a gas stove last time, I'm using a fuel. I've got a Dragonfly, MSR Dragonfly, and that looks fun. I'm going to get that open tonight and have a little play on that and have my coffee at home with that on. So yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of bits to it, so like, I just need a few days fiddling around with that and that'll be good. While we're walking, I want to give a bit of a shout out to Mike from MCQ Bushcraft. I watched his videos in the last couple of days, and very inspiring to say the least. You know, he's a guy who's got everything sorted and he's out in the woods. You know, somebody you can have faith with if you were, you know, in Lost, or you know, in a survival situation like that, or just generally wanting to go around in the woods as well. So yeah, thanks for your videos. I love watching them, and I'll keep that up. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, so I was talking about kit, and I've got I've got a knife. It's a hand-forged blade from America, which based in America. It's called Ragnar Forge or Weed Ragnar Forge. So it's a Swedish tang blade, and I've put some beech and some Iroko and some leather together. It looks alright, does the job. Does the job. And I'm not really looking to upgrade it really. I don't see the point. I'm going to see how long it lasts for, these homemade sort of knives and stuff. Because it is my third one I've done. Third knife now. And I do quite enjoy the process. From start to finish. At the first one, I cut lengths of wood to go parallel with the tang. So it wasn't wrapped around, so it was glued on with epoxy resin, and that did last a while, but it's not like the right way to make the knife. And I'll show you now what I mean by the right way is how other people do it. Just quickly, it's like that, and you can cut into it with a drill, or use a chisel, or probably both, to be honest. Use a chisel and a drill. So you want to get a tang with a drill piece that you can get hold of, because some of the tangs are really thin, so it's like chisel only, and then you'd have to use a lot of glue. So it's actually easier, in my opinion, to make a knife out of a big tang rather than like a filleting knife edge. And also, I'm going to take my trusted new Grand Force Ramirez axe with me, called the Outdoors axe. I've been waiting for a while to get one, and I take one look at it. When was this? In January, because I hadn't seen it on there before. So and just fell in love with it really.